Joel Embiid misses the floater. He did not miss that, though. Watch it again.
This was violent and athletic, man. Second jump. Future face of the NBA, Nick Wright. Joel Embiid, let's do this.
I love your Joel Embiid love. Your preseason MVP pick, he going to come up just short, but it's a good pick. And now you got him be in the face of the league. I love it.
Nuggets,
Makes me
T-Wolves,
happy.
Denver showcasing the ball movement. Jokic to Plumlee, back to Jokic. Right there.
That Jokic to Plumlee.
The old Jokic Plumlee.
Post pass looked like the old Minneapolis Lakers.
Man, I thought we were going back watching the old Celtics or something. Goodness gracious.
You don't usually see.
Man, those are nice white uniforms.
Absolutely. Crisp.
White to white, big pass.
Lakers, Bulls, LeBron with the nice reverse slam off the bounce pass.
This is a 75-foot bounce pass alley-oop, technically.
LeBron was feeling it last night. Perfect timing right here. He timed the bounce and decided, I'm going to go ahead and reverse it.
And, I mean, by the way, if people weren't watching this game, and I don't blame you if you weren't, it was 34-16.
They were down by,
Bulls
yeah,
after
absolutely.
first quarter.
Hold on, same game. LeBron, fast break, catches the alley-oop off the backboard. A little shimmy afterwards.
All right, the shimmy I give about a 3 out of 10. But the dunk, that was basically put the icing on the cake for the game.
Yeah, not LeBron's best move. Now, he is one of the best dancers, a professional athlete. No, he can dance. For a big dude, he's got tremendous rhythm.
But that didn't look like it.
No,
I thought that was a great shot.
We'll get our boy Antoine in here to give him some tips on it.
I wrote in my
You know what?
script,
Hey.
from the Giants to the Browns. His new teammate, Myles Garrett, tweeted out a gif of the GOAT, Michael Jordan, being surprised. Other reactions
Young
include Jalen Ramsey said, I can't even say what I want to say. Just wow, there's a crazy business.
What you want to say, Jalen? Since when do we know Jalen to bite his tongue?
Jets.
Somebody come trade for me.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to say there. Go ahead, Jenna. Sorry.
Jets safety Jamal Adams tweeted, wow, no loyalty in this game. And from the NBA, guard Bradley Beal tweeted, damn, the Browns offense is
Why are you cursing this morning, Jenna?
I never know when to actually read the tweet and when not to read the tweet. All right, brother? I'm learning as we go on.
Oh, brother.
Don, if I said brother, you wouldn't have appreciated it. Time now for stories to start your morning.
You're fine, Jenna.
The aforementioned biggest story out of the NFL last night, Odell headed to the Browns. In return, Giants get a first-round and a third-round pick along with Jabril Peppers. Beckham will be paired with Baker Mayfield, who set the record for rookie touchdown passes last year without Odell. All right, see, how much will Odell Beckham help Baker moving forward?
Yeah, we just can't concentrate on Odell. We have to concentrate on all the talent they have around him. But Odell Beckham, he's the best in the league at running the slant pattern. Last year, Baker Mayfield, one of the best in the league. One of his best throws is throwing the slant. He demands double coverage, so he will open up things for the running game. Football just got a lot easier for all the offensive players for the Cleveland Browns.
And you're talking about the slant pass, which is short and one of the easier passes. Baker was the highest rated quarterback in football last year on deep passes, completing 34 of them. Eli obviously struggled with that mightily, so that's a part of Odell's game we will see come back to a degree. Baker, the last half of the season, second in yards per attempt, sixth in passer rating, and that was with his number one receiver, Jarvis Landry, who will now be his number two receiver. Baker had to be maybe the person most thrilled about this news.
All right, to the NBA last night, LeBron James put on a show against the Chicago Bulls. He scored 36 points. He had 10 rebounds in a 123-107 win. Nick, if LeBron is going to keep playing, what, if anything, does he still have to prove?
Well, what he can show is that athleticism as a recruitment tool for these free agents, for people that are on the side of, you know, is the demise of LeBron James beginning before our eyes? If he is going to play, he needs to play well, and he needs to play with energy to remind anyone that might want to come play there next season what version of LeBron they're getting, which is the version of LeBron we've seen the last 12 to 14 years.
Jenna, this is all about personal pride. The NBA players, they got a good feel for where they're going to go this offseason, but this is still a big risk. We saw KD roll his ankle the other night, just trying to throw a pass. when you're out there, the chance of LeBron James getting hurt, they are real. This is just ego. LeBron didn't like where he was, doesn't want the reputation of I quit on the Lakers. I play hard every night after playing 82 games last season. That's what this is about more than anything else. But it is a tremendous risk for the Los Angeles Lakers to put 23 on the court for these 14 games they have.
All right, finally, back to the Le'Veon Bell news. He's set to join the Jets next season, one of the best dual threats in the league the last couple of years, hoping to give a hand to second-year quarterback Sam Darnold. Keep in mind, Bell missed the entire 2018 season, but in the 5 years prior, he had more total yards per game than any running back in nearly 50 years, while the Jets were nearly last in all rushing categories. Le'Veon tweeted this out last night: "I'm back in the green, baby, let's get it." Michigan State guy. See, how good of a fit is Le'Veon with the Jets?
He's a great fit for them because they're not spending a lot of money on offensive players. Their wide receivers aren't making a lot of money. Their quarterback's on his rookie deal in Sam Darnold. And an offensive line standpoint, we saw them make the trade earlier in the week to get, if he would have been a free agent, one of the best guards that would have been available in pro football in trading for him coming from the Raiders. So, yeah, they have the ability now to have some type of balance. Last season, when you saw the Jets playing, you weren't concerned about their running game. Everything was geared on making things very complicated for Sam Darnold, forcing them into turnovers, don't let them generate any big plays. So he is a very good fit. After they signed Crowder as their third receiver, slot receiver, to be able to move the chains, you need someone like L. Bell, that not only the consistent running threat, but what he does, the defenses and the fear he puts in them. If you put a linebacker, you put a safety on him. He played in against Jacksonville, that shootout that they had with Jacksonville Jaguars. He was the best player on the field, making plays all over, throwing the ball outside as a wide receiver, deep down, scoring touchdowns. So I look for the Jets to be able to utilize Adam Gase. What he does is offense. I look for him to utilize him in a variety of different ways. He will line up from sideline to sideline, and 400 touches is getting ready to be on his resume this year.
And Le'Veon Bell said, evidently, that he grew up looking up to, one of his favorite players was Curtis Martin. He now becomes the best Jets running back since Curtis Martin.
And Curtis Martin had a huge influence on him deciding with the Jets. Curtis Martin, very soft-spoken, one of my favorite Hall of Famer, the type of guy always classy, always about something positive. Curtis did get involved in the recruitment of him, and L. Bell said growing up as one of his heroes, that helped him make that decision to sign with the Jets.
And one of the other reasons the Jets struggled as much as they did last year was only 3 teams in football turned the ball over more than them. They had 30 turnovers last season. One way you can prevent turning the ball over is having a running back you can reliably hand the ball to, rather than relying on your rookie or now second-year quarterback to have to make all the plays. And for the Jets, it's all about, right, the building around Sam Darnold, giving Sam Darnold the best chance to succeed. That's why they traded for Kalichi Osemele early in the week, to add to that offensive line. That's why they went out and signed Jamison Crowder, even though I think they like Quincy Enunwa. They wanted to keep Robbie Anderson, but you wanted to add more, I guess, diversity to the offense. Le'Veon Bell was the best offensive player available in free agency by a wide margin. Like, I mean, the next best, who was it? Nick Foles? Like, and that's a player that obviously the Jets are not going to be in the market for. And they got him for what I consider a fair price. I don't think $35 million guaranteed is too much for Le'Veon Bell. And I know $13 million per year is near the top of the running back market, but he's at the top of the running back position. And so do I think you can get all-pro caliber production from Le'Veon Bell for at least the next 2 seasons? I do. Do I think this gives Sam Darnold the best chance to become the best version of himself? I do. Now, I'm sure they still would like to add at some point a dynamic #1 receiver. I know they want to improve that offensive line. Like, the Jets are far from a finished product. But this is money well spent. And because the Jets had so much cap space, they don't have to. They haven't released the way they formatted this contract. I guarantee you they didn't make it to where it's totally backloaded, to where this is a contract that in year 3 it kills you. They're going to be able to format it similar to what the Niners did with Jimmy Garoppolo, which is where you take a significant hit in year 1 so it becomes even more friendly in years 2, 3, and 4.
If this is really all to help Sam Darnold and to help Adam Gase in structuring that offense, how much does the fact that he's such a short yardage weapon help Sam Darnold early in the games, getting the ball out, not turning it over, just giving him that confidence to stay in games and to make a dent next year?
Yeah, we mentioned Sam because The league is about quarterbacks. And how you going to support the quarterback? Offensively, how you going to support him? Offensive line, how you going to support him from a pass standpoint? That's the reason why we keep saying Sam. But we could say the head coach, Adam Gase, when they decided to hire him, how's he going to be able to implement the type of offense? And we could see last year, just through a number of injuries, and Tannehill wasn't able to stay healthy for him. But when he had a healthy quarterback, man, they put up numbers in Miami. I don't think people knew that. But you need a dynamic player like Le'Veon Bell to be able to start it. Everyone in the AFC East is like, how do we beat New England? Keep the ball from Tom Brady. So over the years, let me tell you what they have not done. Buffalo, Miami, and or the Jets. They didn't have enough of a running game that they could play keep away from Tom Brady. You can't outscore Tom Brady. You got to be able to keep the ball away from him. Now the Jets really have that type of plan that they can go to week in and week out, because he has shown us that he has durability in him. He could handle 300 carries. Well, that's what he's always done.
That when you said get ready for 400 touches, like that's a big number. But he's the player that has averaged more touches per game than any player in league history. His average game over his career is 25 touches. 25 times 16 is 400. Like, he has averaged over a 16-game season 400 touches. To your point on short yardage, I think it's a key point, because your pal, the guy Warren Sharp on Twitter, makes this point all the time, which is almost the entire key to football, if you want to break it down the most simplistic way on the offensive side, is stay on the field. Continue to generate first downs, continue to generate those opportunities. And there is nothing more, I want to say, emotionally crushing almost, for when you're watching your team play and it's third and short and you can't pick it up. You got to be, we're going to give the ball back to Tom Brady because we couldn't pick up 18 inches, really. So people think of short yardage as goal line. It's not always goal line. Sometimes it's on your own 34-yard line, just trying to move the sticks one more down. The Jets haven't had a reliable guy in that regard in a very long time. Le'Veon's as good as, even though he's so patient, he waits for the hole. He's as good as anyone in football at that exact thing, which every team needs someone like that. He's one of the best at it.
All right, let's